everyone, and welcome to Japan. I am so excited to be here. I'm currently in Osaka, and in today's vlog we are going to be exploring Osaka, checking out some photo spots and doing travel photography. Oh, there's a turtle! Oh, I scared him off. This is so pretty. This is just outside of a hotel room. We've got like this cute little river. You can also see the very top of Osaka Castle. The view from our room is so beautiful. You can see Osaka Castle just like right out our window. Teleported to Japan. Oh yeah, you don't know this, but we were in Azores like 2 days ago. So that vlog that you watched, we then flew back home to Sydney, stayed there for 24 hours, and then we flew to Japan and got here last night. So I feel like I'm on a different planet today. And I am currently with Lumix because we have the Lumix Global Summit happening today. I have no idea what they're going to be announcing. It's happening in just a few hours, so we're going to find out together. This is my vlog from Osaka. So we've got this review video to make. We're going to do this event. We're going to be hanging out with a bunch of creators. So I'm going to take you along for the behind the scenes of all of that. And if you haven't watched the review video that I made, please go and check that out before you watch the behind the scenes. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, now we're going to meet up with the Australia and New Zealand team for lunch. So let's go. He's back.
I'm scared of cameras.
So we made it to the Lumix Global Summit. We'll go inside. This is what it looks like. And they've got the whole like stage up there and a whole bunch of seats. So we're gonna go find a seat close to the front, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
nice,
you always portrait.
Sweet. I can't
What do you
wait.
think is compact?
I'm I was excited. How are you all doing?
So I'm just heading out right now for a little walk just to get my first impressions on the camera. We're getting like some B-roll behind the scenes of me shooting, but the review will start tomorrow. First, I always like to test out the gear first and take a look at the files on my computer. We'll see what the quality of this lens is, just so I can decide what to shoot with exactly tomorrow. But I think my review will definitely be part camera, part lens. And I've got some of my other Lumix lenses with me. I've got my 35 in my bag. This is my camera bag, by the way. How cool is that? Teeny tiny. But yeah, we're making our way to Osaka Castle right now. I didn't last too long on that manual focus 28mm and quickly decided to use my 35mm instead. We got some portraits around the grounds of the castle and the weather is so beautiful today. Dan got a shot of me I really love on this bridge in dappled light. Afterwards, we went back to our hotel before dinner and the light was so pretty, so I put on my 70-200 and snapped some photos of the view from our window. Good morning, it is day 2 in Japan and Panasonic organized some bus tours for us and we are in Kyoto right now. So we're going to be exploring. Got my camera, I've got it with the grip today because I feel like we're going to do a whole day of shooting, so it's a bit more comfortable for me personally with the grip. And yeah, we're at this beautiful temple right now and it's very green, very beautiful, so let's walk around. Since I was focusing on filming my review video, I didn't talk to the camera so much for the vlog, sorry, but on our second day in Osaka, Lumix booked in a day trip for us to visit Kyoto. Kyoto is only about an hour bus trip away from Osaka, so it's very easy to do a day trip there. Oh, look, there's a dragonfly. That's cool. How close can I get to the dragonfly? I think it's sleeping. Yeah, that's so cute. Since we were there with other creators, I decided to take the day to get as much B-roll footage and as many sample photos as possible for my review and just getting some time testing out the S9. Kyoto is so beautiful and I'm so excited that Dan and I are going to be staying here right after Osaka. I will have an entire vlog from Kyoto where we are just exploring and taking photos for fun, so that will be coming really soon. By the way, I keep mentioning my small camera bag and then not telling you anything about it. This is a sling bag from Uniqlo, so it's not a proper camera bag with padding that I'm using, but I find for trips where I am out and about with my camera in my hands all day, this is perfect for putting my camera away when I'm sitting on a train or going out to eat. I use this camera bag for my entire Japan trip and my camera is still in good condition despite the fact that there's no padding inside. The same thing as the backpack I'm currently using, it's just just a normal handbag with no padding. This one, I actually added in my own padding at the bottom of the bag and against my back too. I like using bags that don't look too much like camera bags while I'm traveling. We ended up back on the main street of Kyoto where I got a chestnut soft serve, and then we left for our last stop of the day, which is a place also known as the Golden Pavilion. Unlike all the other temples and shrines we visited so far, which are all close together to the traditional town of Kyoto, this one is a bit further away, so you definitely need to catch a train to get to it. It was a great stop though, and even though it was really busy with lots and lots of people, since the temple is surrounded by water, it's a little easier to capture some nice photos of it anyway. Good morning! It is day 3 in Osaka, and today is meant to be the YouTube filming day, but as you can see, it is extremely windy today. We have like these giant gusts coming in, so I think today we're just gonna go out to Dotonbori because we haven't checked that out yet, and we're gonna work on our social posts instead because we've got some work to do there. And I think we're gonna film the YouTube video tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. It's windy! But I'm really happy. Look at my camera bag today. This is so cool. Stay positive. Stay positive.
Sorry, but who makes drains then?
I love it. So this one's particularly nice. It's got like the sakura flowers. The first time we catch the trains in Japan, it's a whole mess and we like miss stops and go in the wrong direction. It takes like a little while to get used to it, and then we get the hang of it and it's all good for the rest of the trip. It's a place, good Melbourne coffee. Happy pancake. Our first stop of the day is Kuromon Market, which I thought would be a good street photography spot, but I only ended up getting this one photo before we head outside and found this nice little portrait spot instead. I think it was too early for the market, so a lot of the stores were still closed and there just wasn't much for me to photograph there. I think I wanted some photos there. These vlogs are not sponsored, by the way. We were with Lumix for 4 days, and the rest of the trip I paid for myself because Dan and I wanted to see more of Japan. But I film these vlogs because I like sharing the behind the scenes with you all and to keep as memories of things that Dan and I have seen and done, and to give you some inspiration of things to see and do if you're thinking of going to these locations. We then walked all the way down to Osaka observation deck and did some street photography along the way. Just waiting for someone to come by with a bike sideways because it's a nice composition. Nope. Oh, here we go. But there's a car in the background.
Yeah, for sure. What happens?
There's a car. I think that first one I got is going to be it. That street looks so good with an 85. Got like the mixture of trees and power lines. Coffee? This little section of Osaka is really cool. It has an old school retro vibe to it. I love all the lights, and the tower, of course, is so iconic. When there's way too many people in your frame, I just put an ND filter on my camera and I'm just doing like a shutter drag. So I'm basically waiting for people to walk sideways in my frame, and it kind of like makes people look cool rather than like freezing them when you don't really want them in the frame. And I've got my ND filter set to 9, the highest. The only problem is when people stop to take a photo, it's very effective when they're walking. Oh, that was cool with the bike because he was red.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we don't hold up.
Okay, enough. Aperture down, shutter speed up.
Yep, and deep it, so you can just go for the handle.
No, it's too much. I need to stop. Shutter dragging. We like sharp pictures.
Not blurry.
Look at the big egg. There's like one over there. Whoa, look at this old building. So it's like a Sydney mixture. It's so strange. It's like Japan mixed with Sydney. I need to find one of those 3D signs to get a video of because my dad is always asking about them and he wants to see what it looks like. I've seen like a dog one here before, and I think there's a cat one in Tokyo. Osaka is such a vibrant city and the place to be if you want to eat. The streets are lined with so many different food vendors. I absolutely love all the eclectic shop fronts as well. This guy right here is my favorite, and here I am again doing a shutter drag photo because the main street in Dotonbori is so busy. It's just the best way to make the people blend into the photo in a more cinematic way. Like a regular one, half and half. No idea what we ordered. So just press the button. We will find out. Look at this weather. This is so cool. It just started raining a little bit. There's like a massive rainbow that way. The rainbow's insane. It's like a triple. What's going on there? It's like purple, green, purple, green. Ooh. Got it?
That was random.
What?
The rainbow.
Right? There's something so weird about seeing like a rainbow in one of the busiest cities ever. Like it seems like it doesn't match. Like rainbows in Iceland, sure. But in the city, in Osaka, it's so weird. Everyone stopped to take a picture too.
Yeah. That guy stopped to not get in the shot, and then he looked to the left and saw the rainbow and just like...
Oh, cute.
Hey, you YouTube?
Oh, yeah! I recognize you.
Yeah, I recognize you. So cool. What are you up to?
I, of course, had to take some photos of the neon Dotonbori sign, and the rest of this night's street photography footage can be found in my S9 review video if you want to see more. I don't want to be too repetitive and show it here again. We're trying to meet up with some friends in Dotonbori, and Walter's like, where do we meet? I'm coming. How do I find you guys? And I'm like, literally, how do I tell someone where I am? I took a picture of like that and I sent it to him. Hopefully that does it.
It will not do it, but it's funny.
Oh, did I get it? It's so cute.
The meat is perfect.
Okay.
The hat, I don't know.
Maybe the hat, actually.
Because I reviewed the video.
I don't. Since I was making my review and had to spend a lot of time editing, the rest of this vlog are just some random clips. I'm currently working on my S9 review video, which you would have watched already, but I've been editing this video at 3 different desks at 3 different hotels, all of which I think they're getting like kind of more and more uncomfortable. This one I'm like Hunchback of Notre Dame, like over, I feel like a giant sitting here, but I'm almost done. Just need to add in a few more clips, and then I need to color grade and add the text, like the camera settings and stuff. This is the best sushi we had on the trip. It was just a random restaurant we decided to sit down at, and I'm so glad we did. We were also so lucky to have a super cinematic blue hour where I did some street photography. After our week in Osaka, we headed to Kyoto, and after that we went to Tokyo. We'll have vlogs from both these places uploaded really soon, so please keep an eye out. On our second last day, we made the trip from Tokyo back to Osaka via the Shinkansen, aka the bullet train. So pretty that way. Shutter drag time. And on our very last day, we spent it at Universal Studios, which was absolutely insane. We ended up getting there before the gates opened, and they opened an hour early, and we head straight to Super Mario World. I couldn't believe my eyes. It looks just like the video game, but it's actually life-size. It's so cool. But that is all I have for my Osaka vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I make new videos every single week, so I'll see you all next time. Bye!